The Dallas Talons came into the night with the best record in the Great East Conference, up by a game and a half. But Tennessee was ready for this game, starting from the word go. Punt block picked up for a touchdown. A minute 15 seconds into the game. Ramblers sliding into the DMs of Dallas saying, we're here, we're ready. 7-0 Tennessee. Cameron Duty on the next offensive possession trying to get things moving, but it was a quiet night for the Dallas Stars on offense. Instead, Isaiah Taylor was the main weapon in the first half. He got Dallas inside the 5-yard line, but not any closer. Talons have to kick a field goal, 7-3. Ramblers still on top. George Snyder, the quarterback for Tennessee. Had a pretty efficient first half, just one incompletion. Fires that one deep down the field. Then on a play-action rollout, finds Action Jackson down to the 26-yard line. Tennessee would settle for a field goal. 4 plays later, would take a 10-3 lead into the second quarter. Late in the second quarter, same score. Cameron Duty trying to get something going, and that's not how you get it done. Breaking a tackle, Tennessee down the sideline, and a big ol' hog molly, getting upset. Dallas is trailing the 3-7 Tennessee Ramblers. That unnecessary roughness sets up this. Snyder down the field inside the 5. And then it's Sherman, boot scooting, boogieing it from left to right and into the end zone for the touchdown. 17-3 Tennessee. Late third quarter. Dallas needs a spark. Look no further than the league's leading receiver, Rashad Lockley, with the catch. How about another? Inside the 20-yard line, Dallas putting something together. Early fourth quarter. Travius James in from 4 yards out, 17-10. But Dallas on a 4th and 15 overthrows badly the intended target, and Tennessee holds on for the upset win. The Great East playoff race got very interesting on this Wednesday night. How about Houston? Back out west, hosting Montana. The struggling Silvertips, losers of 3 straight. Houston's trying to get above 500 and competing with Phoenix at the top of the division. Rene Leon from Ronnie Shanahan gets him in the red zone. Then it is D.R. Simeon, his second touchdown of the season. Flash forward to the third quarter, 10-0. This is the change of pace back. This is Timmy Millsap, 62 yards for the Houston touchdown, just his second score of the season. 17-0. Montana needs a spark. Hey, Marion outraces 4 members of the herd by 74 yards for the touchdown. 17-7. Montana down just 10. Blake Green not done. Finds his wide receiver down to the 45-yard line. Then another reception. That is Brady Bradley on a wheel route. 3rd and 6. Brady Bradley on a stick. And then it's Jason Williams walking into the end zone. 17-14. Montana down just 3. Look out, Houston. Their next drive, they would respond with a field goal, but that meant that Montana would get the ball back with a chance to take the lead in the ugly rain in Tejas. 4th and 15. Blake Green looking around and instead finds Lou Marks. Marks now leads the league in sacks. He is unclaimed. But Lucas Ryan also unclaimed. Houston played a team game tonight, scores that touchdown, and then Ryan on the 2-point conversion. Twice as nice. 28-14. Boom. There you see it right there. Houston improves to 6-5. Look at that balance. 172 through the air, 169 on the ground. Florida hosting Charlotte. Now the Royals coming into the night 5-5 and protecting the 8th seed in the Great East Conference. Florida trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. They have caught fire recently. Lamont Rutledge the second with that catch. Michael Joseph with that catch. Florida up 7-0. 10-0 as Webster puts it through. Charlotte has dug themselves a hole. Quickly out to James Cooley. That'll work. And a block down the field. Nicely done. 46-yard score. And Charlotte's on the board. 10-7. Halfway through the second quarter. Joe Francis making sure Charlotte does not complete a comeback. Mark Anthony tiptoeing down the sideline. 2nd and 10 for Francis. Delivers again. Michael Joseph. He's got 2. Florida back up by 10. Charlotte would respond. 8:56 to go in the third quarter. Chris Curtis gets the ground game going. And then it's James Cooley running a seam down the sideline for the score. Touchdown number 2 for Cooley. 17-14, Florida up 3. Look at the time for Joe Francis. This is what he didn't have the first 3 months of the season. But Francis tonight, all kinds of time. Finds Mark Anthony reaching up and grabbing it in the back of the end zone for the score. Florida back up 10. The fourth quarter was Sauce Case. He is slippery, tough to bring down. K over 100 on that run, and then a 1-yard fullback keeper. Made it a 17-point game. This game is over, right? Wrong. John Clements to James Cooley. What a grab. All the way down to the 6-yard line. 4th and goal at the 15. Clements delivers and finds his target in the back of the end zone despite facing pressure. Next drive, though, expert punting from Florida results in a safety. 33-21, but look out! Charlotte is still not out of this. That is a blocked field goal return for a score. It's now a 5-point game, and the Royals are trying to come back for the second time in Florida this season. Final play of the game, John Clements, FTW, L. James Cooley down to the 10. Time runs out on Charlotte, and now the 8th seed is up for grabs in the East. Could Milwaukee capitalize on it? 5-5 Stags at 6-4 Flyers. The East is getting bunched up in the wild card race. Rocco McLongfellow averaging 3.4 yards a carry this season. He showed up in this game. Adam Wiseman finds Scorch Henderson down to the 3-yard line, and what do you do to a receiver that gets you down there? Well, you get him the score. Henderson with a 3-yard touchdown. Milwaukee goes up 10-0 before Wichita even had a first down. Mike Churchill beating everybody. 73 yards for his league-leading 10th receiving touchdown this season in 11 games, no less. 17-0 Milwaukee all over Wichita. Final 2 minutes of the first half. Finally, the Flyers able to get things going. Solberg hits Atkins down the seam. Down to the 6, and then 30 seconds left. It's Solberg to Timothy Shea with the catch and the score. Wichita finally on the board. Before the end of the half, Milwaukee with the expert 2-minute drive. That's what we do here in the UFL. 13-point game. Moon ball from BK Solberg. Gravity takes him into the end zone, 20-14. But Solberg suffers the safety fate. Sacked in the end zone, 22-14. Wichita never got closer. Rocco McLongfellow shot out of a cannon. And then it's Nance getting the Vulture touchdown, 29-14 Milwaukee. They banged through a 46-yard field goal, 32-14. This game got away from Wichita. New York 6-5. Wichita 6-5. Milwaukee 6-5. Cincinnati 6-5. They're all fighting for the playoffs. Wichita's 2-game win streak snapped. That was 9 minutes in UFL heaven.